Hello, it's Monday. So where are we with Bitcoin and where are we going next? You know, we've had a pretty good rally over the weekend and there's a number of ways to interpret this rally. I really like the look of this. If we go down to an hourly chart as an inverted head and shoulders pattern that we've broken out from. And if we've done this, then you can see that this is the neckline of our inverted head and shoulders pattern. It's kind of around here. Okay, so left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and where we are now is we're kind of coming back to retest the neckline, hopefully look for some support and continue higher in Bitcoin. So our hourly moving averages have reversed, our 4-hour 2050 are about to, and hopefully we should continue higher from here and have another go at some of the bigger resistances ahead in Bitcoin. If we go to our daily chart, by the bigger resistance I mean we've got to get above this 20 moving average. This is quite a key determinant of trend for me. Whenever we pull back, you know, if we look back at previous moves in Bitcoin, the 20 moving average has been a pretty good guide, and that's where we are now, and that's today's high. So any close above today's high, which is around 8,650 in Bitfinex prices, would be a bullish reversal on the daily, and the support should be the 50 moving average underneath us, which is around 8,400. So that all adds up as it should. Now if we use fibs to help us for support and resistance and where we go, then we can see if we back test the 236 fib, then we back test the neckline of this inverted head and shoulders pattern, and we back test the 50 moving average. So 8,400, 8,300 is where our support is if we're going to keep going higher. Also, if this is just a bear flag rally, so if this is just an A, B, C rally, then breaking down the trend line, we can draw it as a trend line, but I'm going to put an alert on this so that it alerts me if my Bitcoin position is going to reverse. And so if we break this down, then we have made a bear flag, just a choppy ABC, and we should look for it to continue lower in Bitcoin dollar back to that 7,700, 7,800 level support. But otherwise, I really do think that we should find some support and carry on higher from here. Where do we go next? Well, if you measure in technical analysis from the head to the neck of the neckline, I'm trying to do this here like this, let's do it like this, then that gives us a target of around 8,900, depending on where you put the neckline, maybe a little higher, so 9,000. And 8,900, 9,000 is where 50% of this high to low is, and it's also a 4-hour 200 moving average. So I'm going to say that our next resistance is going to come in at 8,950. This is where we should look for, and if we get above that, then we've for sure made a bottom. But that, I think, is where we're going to see our next big pullback in Bitcoin dollar, and that's what we should focus on. On the daily, we've got, you know, normally when you get above your daily moving averages like this and you get a bullish cross, your target is back to the 200 moving average. So that now, because it's gone higher, is around 10,200 in Bitcoin US dollar. So if we get above 8,950, then we're going to go to 10,200. Let's see a quick look before we go at the futures and see what's going on there, because we have a huge gap open, $300 from the close on Friday at the moment. Are we going to fill that gap, or is it going to be what they call a breakaway gap? Well, let's take a look at it on the daily. A breakaway gap is very bullish. If we can hold above it and not close this gap for a couple of days, then we should see continuation higher, and that level should be support. You can see that this happened back here when we made a breakaway gap higher on the 23rd of April. We didn't fill the gap for a couple of days, and then when we came back and retested it, that was support, and we carried on higher. Hopefully, I'm looking for that to happen again, but this time, hopefully we go much higher. But pretty key is today's high, the daily 20 moving average. Let's not underestimate that resistance. Let's look for some consolidation and make sure that that really happens. In Bitcoin futures, that price is 8,670. That's really important. And in Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin US dollar, 8,650 at Bitfinex. A close above that level will be really bullish and take us to 8,950. So good luck. I hope this was helpful. If you would like, I will be live and I'll share all my analysis of all the other altcoins that we're looking at. And there's a few that are doing really well today. So join me live tonight at 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. New York time. And if you've got any requests, let me know.